Hey, Geoguessr peeps. Um, Another type of segment I'm gonna make. Um, Trying to get into the champion division and stay there. Not get booted out immediately. I've been in the champion division for 1 week so far. Didn't last very long. It was about 3 weeks ago. You can see I got a little bit to work on my elo. I typically get into 12, the low 1200s. Kind of peak, and been trying to maintain at least staying above 1100. But again, like to get into champion again and stick there. So just gonna go through once a week and capture some of the duels that I've been playing. But for the video anyway, I want to do one moving, one no moving, one NMPZ. See how I do. Uh, Go through each match, see where I screwed up, see where I did well, and hopefully gain some elo towards getting into the champion division. So yeah, I'll start with moving. Hopefully, it doesn't take too long to get an opponent. Was playing yesterday, it took a while. Today, not a big deal, so not too long to wait. So let's see what we get. Okay, right away. Not 100% sure. We get the English on the sign here. This is going to be actually not sure kilometers. I guess it's going to be Australia with those ball. I've never seen the ballers on guardrails before, I guess. But mountains like this, we got water to the north. So are we going to be? Is this going to be Northern Territories near kind of Darwin area? Not sure. I'm going to have to see a little more infrastructure here. I've definitely not had a round like this before. Kind of in mountains in Australia. Well, hills, not really mountains per se, but let's see. Okay, so clearly water to the north. I don't think this really looks like Darwin to me, but looks pretty mountainous. Actually, there might have been a bit of information on this sign here. Yarrawonga Bulk Water Reservoir. And that says what at the top there? Can't quite read that word. Somethingsville water. Darn, if I could read that, I'm sure that'd be very helpful. I'm sure I'm running out of time here. There you go. Okay, so we're a bay looking north. We can see island of some kind. It looks a little drier. I don't think this is a good guess, but I'm kind of running out of options there. Oh, of course, they're right on it, so that's not great. So it was just over in Queensland. Oh, I was in Queensland as well, but they obviously found some information. Okay, so North Haven, Angle, and Islands. Okay, this looks like this could be Canada actually, so maybe I got an advantage here. 308 North, Manitoba. Okay, this looks more north than Manitoba, not crazy. So if we can find the 308 North. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of in here somewhere, but I don't see 308. Okay, I'm going to start looking around a little more. I have like a decent kind of guess. I don't think we're anywhere near this far north up here. So, let's take another more of a look around here. Okay, so we got 525 as well. Yeah, it's kind of over here even as a possibility. Still don't see 525 or 308. Definitely not too far south, but I don't think it's too far north either. Okay, here's a town name possibly. East Braintree. Okay, don't know it. It's not going to help. And then this way. northwest angle. Don't know either of those. Of course, I'm not from Manitoba, so 525 and 308. Sign here, Stony Creek. That doesn't help. Really just gotta find the 525 and 308. That's the thing here. There's not that many roads up north in Manitoba, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. 525, 308. I think I'm getting too far south already over here. Just not much tree cover. I guess a little further west you have some. Or the 304, 302, 307. Okay. Is that numbers are closer? I don't know if it means anything though. 520, 309. It's got to be more over this way then. I think we've got lots of close numbers for the highway. I'm still not seeing 308 though. 508. Definitely doesn't feel like too close to Winnipeg. I mean, this is all farm fields. Like, it's all clear cut. There's not much forest here at all. You have to go a bit further north. But I still don't see a 308 or a 525. Here, I mean, you've got essentially nothing. All small towns you gotta fly into. Wow. My opponent's not having much luck finding this either. So, I guess I'm lucky there, but again, I keep looking down there. There's not much chance. $328, 481, 360. Try back over here, zoom in a little closer. $508, 317, 304, 513, or 313. I really feel like we gotta be over this way somewhere, but I don't see anything like that. Okay, there's 308. Okay, 308. 308, where's 525? It appears to end there. Okay, what's the angle of the road here? North, and then it kind of turns north. Oh, so there's Sprague. Okay, so we gotta be right around here somewhere. 308. I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna. I don't see 525 anywhere, so well, of course, it's on it. There's the 525. Didn't lose too many points there though. I wonder if he's just waiting. That was a weird one. Okay, so I think strategy with the rest of this is I'm not going to give this guy much time to find anything. I think this is north-ish. Was that Sweden? Yeah, I guess it's. I thought it was Norway for a second, but I just saw a Swedish flag on the building here. So pretty mountainous like this, Breva. And then I think is it? I mean, that's got to be up here, right? In Sweden, they don't really have much. Like, this is all pretty small. I don't know. I'm not going to give him any more time to look at this, so I'm just going to try that. But I think going forward, my strategy for the rest of this is just going to try and make the best guess I can. Wow. Okay. Well, that Swedish flag clearly was they're trolling me with that. Okay. So here we go. Not immediately sure. Of course, go into trees all of a sudden here. I should be going down. That's the rule, isn't it? Go down the hill. I mean, I'm thinking here with the coverage and stuff, is this maybe France? I really need a little more info. Houses look Frenchish, so does the license plate. I mean, if this is France, this is going to be East, Brevet. I'm not gonna find that, so I'm just gonna kind of plot down here. Pretty hilly area in France, not obviously not in the Alps or anything. Let's try that. I can't sit and wait. He's obviously better at lining stuff up than me, so. Okay, well, that didn't work, but that wasn't exactly an insta guess. Okay, got India here. If I could just find some language real quick, which might not happen here. But let's see what we can find. Some words. Okay, what is that? Is that Tamil? Well, I'm not sure that. No, it's not Tamil, but it's this one here, Telugu, right? So we'll just try. Up in Telangana area, it's this little province there, Andhra Pradesh. I mean, it's not. Okay, well, that's 1.5 damage, at least a bit of points against our friend here. Okay, so it's a little bit further, well, a fair bit further south in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, we got Bin. I love B&E. I hope that doesn't mean break and enter. Is this Australia? Kind of looking like it to me. Well, this guy's got a good guess already. I mean, to me, this is going to be Brisbane. Saw that sign. Well, that was two close guesses, but we clicked middle of Brisbane, so that makes sense. Alright, so we got, looks like Malaysia here. There's just a warning sign. Do we see any things on, so this is 613. The question, is that over here? Or is it over here? Keep looking. I gotta get better at this stuff for sure, but find a sign that's useful, hopefully. There's some info here. Jalan Lekir. Manjul. I don't know this stuff. Doesn't help me. And I'm not seeing stickers on the pole, which I hear can't be totally trusted anymore for mainland. Now, I wonder if I should just be scanning for 613 here. 1, E starts E, so 9, so 2. I don't see 6s here. I feel like it might be something I see if I zoom in here more. 3, Q, 6. Here's 6s, but I don't think we're going to see 6, 1, 3. I don't know if that's a good strategy. I feel like this might be where I lose it if I can't figure out at least whether it's mainland or not. Now, it seems like this guy was toying with me a bit, so he might not even lock in. He just let me see if I can find it. But I don't know why he'd be playing like that. Super confident, I guess. Oh, he seems to have found it. I saw some 6 numbers over here. I don't know if I'm close. No. That'll be game. Okay. That did not go very well at all. He found a 613. Okay, so go back into the breakdown here. So round 1, didn't find really much information other than it looked like Australia. Try to line up some islands. I mean, I think the city that I picked was not big enough to be what we were looking at, not at all, and it wasn't even on the coast, right? But I kind of ran out of time there because he clicked to pick something. It's a good guess, right? He was in Townsville City. I remember seeing something Ville, but I couldn't make out what it said. This one I probably should have been scanning to start with. I really expected to be further north, but that's the thing with Manitoba is you do get southwest is like it's all prairie, right? But you do get forests along the border with Ontario, and actually the U.S. there is interesting. There's a little like isolated part of the U.S. there, but I mean he just much better skills than me, right? Maybe I should have stuck with my planned strategy of just guessing quickly, because when I did, I caught him off guard. It seems like a few times, right? Here I just went on the language, seemed to work, right? Brisbane, we both found the same information, but here he was able to. I gave him way too much time. He was able to figure out what he was looking at. I saw a sign with 613 on it. Oddly, I don't see a 613 here anywhere, and that's really all I had to go on. So, I mean, Seri Manjung might have been a name I saw on one of the signs there, but I mean, I'm still struggling with that. So, anyway, okay, unfortunate. We'll move on to go to no move. Hopefully, I'll have better success here. Definitely have better elo than this player right now. Maybe that'll be helpful, but let's see. Okay, so right away, I mean, we're clearly in Europe. We got a red brick house. Kind of looks like German architecture. Is that German or is that Dutch? Veg. I think he used both, but we can see here that's the Netherlands border on the pavement. I think he just clicked middle of Netherlands. I'm gonna click middle of Netherlands, and we'll move on to the next round. Okay, this is going to be the U.S., especially the rail crossing. Normally doesn't say that in Canada. Interesting road just with outer white lines. This is looking more south to me, from what I can tell. Pretty flat landscape, so we're not Appalachian, so I think we'd be a little bit further west than that. Maybe Kentucky. I don't have much to go on other than that, so I think I'm going to kind of leave it there, see how that goes. Okay, not bad. Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel like it was that far east because of how flat it was. I mean, I obviously could have clicked somewhere a little flatter, but still, I'll take those points. Okay, so we're in India here. Could just be Hindi, not totally clear. Don't have a lot of pollution. I don't know the cars in India, so that's not going to help. Really going on this language here. And I think that might actually more be like this language over this way, like Bihar, not Hindi. I don't know what it's called. Maybe it is Hindi over here too. I feel like that's what it looks like. And I would have been better off going more central. And I think that's all Hindi, I think, over here. But I could be wrong. Okay, that looks like Italian right away. Those Italian plates. We're on a coast. I don't think this is a lake, although this would be like Como or something. With the size of the mountains, I guess it's possible. Lake Como is like up here somewhere. It's pretty sunny and stuff though, right? Like, I'm not sure. This is Como. Is it possible? I feel like it's not a bad guess. Could this be further south? I don't know. I don't know if it looks like it's any further south. If there's any info on the van. Not readable, or on the bus I should say, not readable. I think I'm going to stick with Como. I think it fits. Beautiful lake in the mountains. Okay, well, it wasn't a terrible guess. It was actually Switzerland. Interesting enough, but I mean, we saw Italian plates, but it's right on the part. Oh, okay, this is actually part of Italy. That's hilarious. Okay, well, that explains it. Okay, so we've got Eastern bollards in Russia here. Antenna meta is not going to help me. Super flat, but I do see kind of hills south of us. I think it's going to put us maybe Novosibirsk kind of area, I think. Because it's like very flat over here. It doesn't look like Omsk because it's a bit too... It's not like lush looking enough. I don't think the coverage is right for it. But, you know, we start really losing that kind of landscape once we get much further east from here. And these bollards are pretty much east of Omsk as far as I know. Well, we're 1 on 5 damage. Let's see what happens here. Okay, well, not a terrible guess as far as Russia goes. You know, 400 plus kilometers away, but much closer to my opponent, so I'll take it. Okay, we have Thai here, right? GSB, Social Bank, GSB, Happy Homestay. I don't know what GSB is. You get a Thai pole here. Pretty flat. Doesn't look super lush. I don't think I'm going to go crazy with an attempt on a guess here. I don't think I'm going to scan and find these places quick enough. So I think we're going to just kind of go north of Bangkok and lock it in. Maybe that's rash. Nope, that worked out. 2 times damage, not going to be quite enough, but we're in a good spot now. But as the multipliers climb, it's kind of anyone's game, right? 2.5 we're going into now. So, okay, so we've got, does this look like Mexico or, looks like longer plates. That almost looks like an Argentinian plate there. We got all white road lines. Is it actually Chile? No, this is an Argentinian plate lines. It's going to be pretty north in Argentina, I would think, right? So, I'm not that far north. It's not particularly lush. I think if we're kind of San Juan, see how that goes. Okay, well, I had the country wrong, but we only lost 10 points there, so. I could have swore those looked like Argentinian plates. Maybe they were too wide, but let's move on. Okay, Portugal. I think this would be mainland Portugal. I don't think it's Azores, although it could be. It honestly could be. That's a bit of a risk. If it's mainland and we're lost. Honestly, I'm gonna think more like a south. It doesn't look super tropical though. I mean, who knows, right? Like, I feel like if anything, it is the south end of it though. So let's see. All right, Lisbon. Okay, hopefully that's not too much. Okay, didn't get Lisbon from that, but What do I know about Portugal, really? Okay, we're in the U.S. again. We get a Ukrainian flag. Um, front plates. Looks pretty white. I don't think I get much from that. A red pole on the stop sign. Not sure about that. The grass, to me, looks more southern, the yellow. Even though there's things in the trees. I want to say like we're probably like Texas, Oklahoma kind of area. Maybe hedge a little further north just in case. See what happens. Guess these trees keep their leaves in the winter because it does definitely. Okay, that should be enough to win the game. Definitely not a dominant win, but I'll take it. I will take it for sure. Okay, so we'll go take a look at the breakdown here. I think obviously I did better, but maybe more so it was a less skilled player that I was up against. Other player, the player from the first round I was playing in moving, they definitely had the ability to line up some stuff pretty well. The fact that their elo was close to mine is a little surprising. I think that they dominated me in that game, and my only hope was to region guess really quick to win, right? So that was a first round was a skip, Netherlands, let's go. Next round, um, I definitely should have gone further west, but I don't know. The U.S. is so big. And it seems like more often than not, like you're further east when you do get rounds. So I think I was just being a little bit scared there. I think I was imagining seeing this language out here. I think maybe it was just Hindi we were looking at. So I went a little further east than I needed to. This I don't think was a bad guess at all. But I guess this is some coverage you have to look at. Like, I mean, this is obviously a very unique part of Italy, but I thought of Lake Como, and that was definitely wasn't bad because we're not far off from there. Very similar type place, touristy, uh, beautiful lake in the mountains. So um, all good, all good there. Next round down. Um, I mean, Russia's everyone knows how difficult Russia is. I think, with the evidence that I put together, I don't hate this guess. More experienced player would have beat me on this, maybe recognize the road, whatever, but I'll take that any day of the week, right? Being under 500 kilometers away in Russia for my level player, good. I think this was just a prudent guess here. I didn't see anything that would have led me to believe it was further south. It just didn't look that lush and tropical. That was a safe bet, but it paid off. I, I got the right part of the world, obviously. I really, the lines on the road make more sense for Chile for sure. I thought those license plates looked like Argentinian license plates, but I think they were the wrong shape. Either way, I didn't lose many points here, 10. So this was a really good guess by our player here. I mean, I wonder what he saw. I mean, I guess I could go back and look, but we'll move on to the next round. We won't get too in depth, but that was a great guess. Again, he might have just clicked capital, right? So, but let's see. And then this one, I thought it looked like Texas, Oklahoma, and I was correct there. It's actually right in Dallas. So I could have stayed down. I think it was right on the border of Oklahoma and Texas. Could have stayed there, would have get a little bit more points, but either way, I would have run the round. So let's go back and play our NMPZ game for the night. Okay, nice quick cues. Another fellow Canadian here, similar elo. Give them a wave. They're on a 5-game winning streak. Okay, so we got a sign here with a white pole, double lines. I mean, I'm thinking Ecuador here right off the bat. I don't think I'm going to see anything that's going to change my mind on that. Pretty mountainous and lush. I air to more a little further south. Um, Central would have been a guess there, but that's good. I'll take that. Okay, this is Poland. I don't know if I'm going to get any idea about where, so I think we're just going to skip this round with a Wooch Plonk. Paid off again. Oh. Oh, it's so deceptive how who's further away with how the icons are because they point to the bottom. It looked like I was closer, but actually not the case. Okay, so this is Malaysia. Where in Malaysia? I guess I'm going to go Borneo because I don't see anything on the sign. It's a little drier. I think it's a little less lush over here than it is on the mainland. Maybe I'm just making that up, but that's where I'm going to go. It was correct. Not that I was very close in Borneo, but I'll take those points. Okay, we have Sweden here. I don't think Norway would have such bad road quality. Yeah, I don't see a reason why I would not go Sweden here. I mean, this house, is it typically Swedish? Maybe not. Is it Baltics as opposed to Sweden? I'm not sure. Maybe I'll get a little closer over, but my thought is Sweden. Okay, so for whatever reason, the player thought this looked like Quebec. Well, clearly I didn't, so we'll leave it at that. This is the UK. I think it's going to be Scotland, right? I don't think we need to waste too much time. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's see what happens there. It was Ireland. Okay, well, maybe the gate. I got the gate wrong again. Not the first time. I'm sure it won't be the last time, but didn't lose too many points there. Okay, we got 450 points here. Okay, so we got a reddish road. We get the pines here. We got the birch trees. Is this Poland? I feel like this might be Poland. Okay, not quite, but that's enough to win the round. That was quick, and I'll take it. I can see why the player might have gone Russia on that last round. Look at the replay. Actually, no, replay's not too useful in an MPZ. So I'll just go back here. Have to go to activities, my activities, and here's the NMPZ duel. Okay, so first round, we both thought Colombia. It looks like he actually hedged Ecuador. From what we saw, you know, is there some reason I would rule out Ecuador? I just imagine this sign with the white post having the cross on the back. I mean, that was really for me the double line. I think you see in both countries. I did think further south just because how lush it is, and it wasn't anywhere near as far south as I thought. So I mean yeah, they clearly hedged Ecuador. They weren't confident between the two countries. I really didn't see a reason to click somewhere other than Colombia. I mean, I kind of got that same mountain ridge, which is huge. I'm not patting myself on the back there, but like that's, it was super lush. That was my reasoning for clicking along there, and that worked. This click in Poland, I thought it was closer, but he edged a little further north, paid off a bit, but I mean he only took 11 points of damage off my health here. He hedged Malaysia. Obviously, player knew it was Malaysia. I just felt like this was Borneo. Not much other than, I thought it was a little drier, and I didn't see a black a black marker on the pole. So I went Borneo side. I clicked Sarawak, and I mean that's what I would do in this situation because it's just a little bit more of a risk going Sabah if you don't have a real reason for it, right? I mean, you're going to lose a lot less points if you click Sarawak and it ends up being Mainland than if you did Sabah. So um, it's that. Next round looked like Sweden to me, like it looked Scandinavian. I kind of ruled out Norway because of the road quality. Norway's got to have some of the best road quality in the world, no matter where you are. I think Iceland's up there too, as long as it's paved. Um, could it have been Finland? Maybe, but I saw it. It looked like I thought it felt like Sweden to me. I didn't go too far north. I thought, well, this is actually right on the coast. Um, and that was an inlet from the ocean. I thought it was a lake, and you get further south in Sweden, there's just so many lakes. I thought that that would kind of be the right place to click. Um, I got the fence wrong here. Ireland and Scotland can look similar, but that fence really should have tipped me off because I think they have the square ends on the corners on the fence in the UK more commonly. I know it's not a perfect meta, but that would have tipped me off. Ireland, and then oddly enough, the opposite end of Ireland is where it looks most like the Highlands of Scotland. Um, and then last round, I just thought this looked way more Baltic than Russia. Um, didn't remind me of any coverage I see in Russia. Um, I went Poland. It was Latvia, close enough to win the game. So, I'm happy. All right, well, let me know what you think. Let me know where you think I screwed up or could have done better. I mean, obviously the moving round was pretty brutal, but we ended up winning the no move in the NMPZ, so I'm happy with that. Few more points onto my elo, but we're not there, but tiny bit closer. So yeah. Anyway, catch you guys on the next one.